Hey, what is up, guys? It's SGB Santos, the social media manager for Bosco Esports, and today we'll be taking a look at our Gold League Legends team versus Irvine High School, the Vaqueros. We'll be right back. All right, and joining me today is the head League Legends coach, Derek. How are you doing today?
Welcome, Brad. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. Looking at our gold team versus Irvine. Both teams undefeated, 4-0 so far, so should be a good game. On paper, both teams are pretty evenly matched. We're looking at, plats, diamonds, all going at it right now, so it should be exciting. Should see a lot of very good gameplay here, so...
Nice. We already know all of our players from our past videos, so we'll just hop into it.
For sure.
Pull that up on our main screen here while our stream loads. And
we're looking at, by the way, I might as well just go ahead and just for, if in case you haven't seen it before, we got Richard in the top lane. This time he's playing Kennen. We haven't seen him play that one too often. We got Kaysen on Olaf, which is his main from
scary.
his inaugural season with the team.
Yeah.
And then we got Jackie Love, which is Matt, on LeBlanc. And then we've got Samira with being played by Gabe So. And then Aiden, SJB Nadiak, playing Amumu in the support role.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but surprisingly, it works pretty well. He's really good at it. So looking forward to seeing some good plays.
Oh, well, I mean, we're calling back to my days as a player. Whenever Kaysen was on Olaf, I just kind of sit back and relax. It was just one of those type of games. So I don't think it matters too much what Aiden picks here. No, I'm just joking. Of course, it's a team effort, but it's probably going to see some crazy plays coming from the Olaf.
Oh yeah, Kaysen. As a matter of fact, he got so good on Olaf that he never got to play it for the second season here. It was permanently banned.
Yep.
Everybody just banned it straight up. So
yeah, after our first few games in play VS, I mean, people just saw that he was overwhelmingly good at Olaf. So
yeah,
being able to get to see him played is a very, very rare thing. Looks like both junglers are starting at their reds. We got mid lane already starting their laning phase, and Kennen waiting for Cho'Gath inside of the river push from the map down there. But looks like Cho'Gath just went through the try, so no trade will be taken there.
Yeah, Richard's gotten a couple of first bloods this season just by waiting for the top laner to wander on over. He's versing Cho'Gath there, which I play a lot of Cho'Gath. I love that champion. Infinite scaling is kind of my jam. So
love to see it.
Yeah, he can get pretty big, pretty scary, mega tank.
Yeah. Jackie Love's doing a very good job at impressing that Malzahar, not letting him get any CS.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually getting an invade here with Kaysen, notorious strong level 1. I think this Olaf just wins it here if this doesn't try to get help. Yeah, one more hit, that's done. And he could honestly go for this Lucian. I mean, people just underestimate the power of Olaf, but unfortunately the support is going to pop up. And Chia does go down, but he does get the first blood, and also we get a kill in the mid lane. So overall, 2 for 1 for Bosco on the map, but forcing our Mumi to flash, so not the worst. We got both flashes from both junglers. I think the Malzahar flash, because
I believe he did as well, yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Love ignited on him, which means he was sure to get the kill. So I think that's 2 flashes from the enemy team, and then we force a flash out of our Mumu. So it's pretty good trades overall on the map.
For sure. And then, in the bot lane, it's unfortunate that Kaysen got killed there in the river, but the bot lane prio was not really there for us to go ahead and help.
Yeah.
Leona has a very strong level 2, and Lucian.
Absolutely,
yeah. I mean, it's tough.
Leona actually tanking a little bit of turret shots here. Oh, not even close, as we would say. Mumi just barely getting away with his life. Very, very risky play from Leona. Oh, she's going under the tower again. This might be a misplay for Irvine here. Yeah, it goes down. Exhaust goes on the ADC. Lucian's going to try to take the 1v1. But Samira just gets out.
Yeah. And then I think, I believe I heard an exhaust in there somewhere.
Yeah, the exhaust went on the Samira. So Leona used that.
Yeah.
And Lucian actually going to chase it. Both flashes come out from the ADC.
Oh.
And J4 is here as well. Oh, that would have been really clutch if he managed to get that off. But a TP comes in and looks like SCB Tau 5 is going to get the kill.
Gotta be careful with J4 here to go over the wall, and yep, there it is.
Oh, but Kennan's not going to let this one go away easily. He's out for blood, and that's a 2-1 trade right there. And well, actually getting a gank from the mid lane. And Malzahar doesn't have his passive up, so that slow is going to take effect, and they take him down.
Nice.
Very nice macro play coming in from Bosco.
Up 6-2. Got a 2K gold advantage, it looks like, right out the gate.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this does mean that Cho'Gath gets some free damage on the tower, along with some free CSing, because Kennen did end up using teleport for that bottom fight there.
Yeah, definitely true. And Cho'Gath choosing not to use his teleport, so
yeah,
that's a potential issue for us to worry about later.
Yeah, they definitely do have the TP pressure up now, so gotta play a little bit more careful on the map. But
Looks like Cho'Gath is camping a bush.
Yeah, I think he was recalling.
Or fake backing, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Richard found him out. Leona actually engaging on our Mumu. Mumu not really being able to do much. Gets a stun up on the ADC. Decides to just go down for the team. Samira going back in. Lucian getting dangerously low. Really one shot. Samira manages to live. Gets a little bit of life steal off the kill. And they're actually able to clean that up without Samira dying. That is a 3-for-1 down in the bot lane.
Fantastic trade. And a teleport out of Malzahar, was it? Does he have TP?
I think he TP'd back to lane.
Okay.
I think he used that earlier because his TP is about halfway back up now.
Okay, so he just walked there, I guess.
Yeah.
A little late to the party.
Yep. Kaysen already 4-1 just 5 minutes into the game. I mean,
and let's go ahead and take this dragon, he says.
Yeah. Looking really good for Bosco.
We got a lane swap here.
Leona actually just gonna go straight in. He should have R. I think he'd just get away, but just going to utilize his passive's invisibility to get away, I guess. Richard forcing a flash up top. J4 coming in and try to save his top laner. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be there to save Kennen unless he can just get away for pure speed. And creep block is a very real thing.
Yeah.
It is a very, very real thing.
Minions putting in work there for Richard.
Yeah, no counter gank from the jungler. Minions got it handled.
So no Rift Herald up yet. And Bosco up a dragon and several kills, so it's looking pretty good. 3K gold lead.
Yeah. Looks like Kennen actually decided to stay rather than backing, but Leona's going to come up from the river. Richard does have a river ward there, so he will be able to see that flank incoming, and he will be able to get himself to safety. Looks like, looking at the bottom half of the map, looks like our Olaf is doing bot scuttle. May see this as an opportunity to try to invade the enemy jungler, but it looks like all the bottom camps are about down. But we see the yellow timer on that blue buff. He just came back up, so I think they might just go in for that right now.
Yeah, and then Cho'Gath using his teleport to get back to lane.
Yeah,
try and increase his CS lead. Right now he's got about double.
Like we actually got a 4-man dive coming in for the bot lane, but Amumu kind of overestimates the amount of turret shots he can take, and unfortunately just goes down. But nonetheless, it is a 1-for-1 trade under the ball lane, and that does put pressure on the Leona to kind of just stay in her tower, so she can't really do anything around the map. That 4-man dive ball lane does enable that Malzahar to get some free damage in on the middle turret here. But oh, it looks like there's gonna be a fight in the ball lane. Kennen getting ganked, not ganked, but surprised by the Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
A little bit of free damage to the Cho'Gath, but I mean, Kennen's just ranged, so he's going to be able to get all that back from Grasp. Not Grasp, sorry. He has some Mary, or I'm not sure what runes he has. It looks like Kaysen actually popped as well, gets an easy kill on the support, and Lucian just forced to back away back under his tower because he knows he can't fight that. If he stays there, he could potentially die. I mean, Olaf has the capability to dive so early on. And J4 actually going in on the top side. Kennen forced to use his ultimate. J4 uses his ultimate as well, but looks like Cho'Gath is going to be able to finish off with his R.
Unfortunate. And you know, the thing is that he had that bush red warded.
Yeah.
You know?
I think he just got too confident there.
Yeah, you could say that. And if there's one thing I will say about Richard, he's a fantastic player. Really, really talented player.
Ooh.
We'll hold that thought for a minute here.
Yeah. Kaysen.
Double kill.
Style points.
Very good.
Yeah.
Can you get a trip here? What's going on here? Maybe
one Q.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I mean, he just knows the insides and the outsides of Olaf so very well. He knows exactly how much damage he's going to do. I mean, he would have calculated that perfectly. He threw that Q over the wall, flashed into the Q to reset his Q. He knew that with one more auto would have killed one. And then he got the Q reset to slow the other one from getting away, and he just got the style points, killing him from far.
Yeah.
So, excellent plays coming in from Mr. Bichio.
Then also right after that, we noticed that Matt on LeBlanc there with the fadeaway kill on the enemy jungler, the ignite, and then the thumbs up.
Oh, this Lucian.
The disrespect.
Oh. You love to see it, though. Style points.
Yeah. So to get back to my thought from a moment ago about Richard's playstyle, not much, can be said for improving his playstyle in a lot of ways. But there's one thing I've noticed is that oftentimes his warding, he kind of forgets to ward.
Yeah.
Unfortunate with the gank there, but he's been keeping up the red wards pretty well all game today. So maybe we'll see that.
Seems like that river bush has stayed nice and lit up, but this doesn't play accordingly even when he sees the enemies. I mean, he could see the J4 right here. Fortunately, he does back off. But I mean, staying up even to the middle of that lane is just going to get him killed again. Unless he has flash to get out of that J4 roll, which I think he does. Right. Looks like they knew about Kaysen being there. He just pulled a ward off, and Leona and Lucian actually just staying mid. I would have thought they would have swapped back by now, but I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they think Malzahar can handle a 1v2. Yeah. Oftentimes you can if you stay back under the turret.
Right, but I mean, at this point of the game, he's 0-3, and he's down about 20 something, a little bit less than 20 CS, but you get the point. He's pretty behind. I don't think he's at the point where he can 1v2 anyone on this team.
And we do have the next dragon is up as well. So looks like Kaysen and Matt, our mid laner, making their way towards it, towards the bot side of the map. Got Farmville up in the top lane.
I think Kaysen's already on it, and they're just kind of distracting the rest of the team from being able to approach the Dragon Pit, so this should be secure for Bosco there. Yep.
Gonna trade Rift Herald, it looks like.
Yeah. Kennen is there. Kennen is there to stop it if he thinks it's worth, but...
Ooh. Alright, that's not bad.
That's Malzahar passive gone. Oh. Yeah. If he landed that LeBlanc chain, that might have just been a kill there.
Yeah, 2 misses right there. I think that would be the difference between a kill and just taking a passive right there.
Yeah, unfortunate. I'm not sure. I haven't been noticed. I'm like paying too much attention to the jungler's pathing, but are we doing vertical jungling right here? Because this J4 has been consistently inside Kaysen's blue side, and I think Kaysen has been consistently inside his blue side, so I think we are.
Well, yeah, I think he went in there to look at the blue buff recently, but I believe Kaysen had already taken it when he cleared their pink ward near mid lane.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Irvine does get... Oh, they're actually going to find the LeBlanc here, but I think she can get out. She has a W. Yeah, okay, she'll be fine. They do unfortunately push tier 1 top lane with the Herald, so they do get that, but in return, we are able to trade a kill back with our mid lane popping up there. So, Bosco's still low by about 4,000 gold, so it's not the worst thing ever, but it could have gone better.
Yeah. So objectives-wise, we're even on turrets.
Yeah.
We have 2 dragons to their 1 Rift Herald. And we're up about 4,000 gold.
Yeah, we're up 10 kills as well. And looks like Leona is going to get pretty low, but J4 able to apply some pressure there, making Bosco back off a little bit, but he has to back off as well because we have 3 men there. And Bosco's able to secure a kill on the Leona. So score now turns to 17-6, and Bosco's up by 11 kills.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
Got 3 minutes to the next drag, 4 to the next Rift Herald. Matt not falling for the 2v1 trap anymore. after last time. Or is he?
We spoke too soon, but Kaysen is there to help Matt a little bit. He's at least gonna get both of these kills. Oh, I thought maybe I spoke too soon. Nope, we're getting a TP in, so Kaysen's gonna come in and handle that J4 for him. And I believe this Cho'Gath doesn't have flash, so as long as Kaysen just keeps landing these Qs, he should be able to get a kill here.
Unless.
Nope, that healing's just too strong. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. No.
Not worth. I don't know if that was worth.
He did get a Leona flash out of that Leona ult. So if our Bosco bot lane here could find a fight at the jungle, they could take it. But it looks like they're just gonna. Oh. They'd get a stun out to the Leona, but TP comes in for Irvine. Looks like Amumu's just gonna end up dying here, unfortunately. Stun lands in the Amumu, slows the Samira. Samira's going back in.
That's kind of.
It's
3 deaths in their blue jungle. I don't know if that was necessarily the play there.
Yeah.
As soon as I see that teleport when it's 2v2 in the enemy jungle, I'm dipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I'm support, I might stay to try and buy some time for my ADC, but.
Oh, misplay coming in from Jackie Love. Unfortunately, giving a 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane. Looks like Bosco is just kind of making minor mistakes that lead to big events.
And the gold lead is gone almost, too, by the way. We're
Yeah,
looking at,
it's about 1.2 thousand.
Yeah, so we just gave them 3,000 gold.
Yeah, all that
in less than a minute.
That is rough. Bosco's still up by 2 dragons, though, so it's not like they've completely thrown in. They're actually going to get a free kill here in the mid lane. Leona does her best to try to save with Malzahar, but it's not going to be enough. And Cho'Gath coming in from the top lane to kind of apply some pressure on mid to prevent Bosco from pushing that in.
Next dragon in just under a minute. That's a Mountain Drake. Definitely do not want Cho'Gath to get that one.
Yeah.
That makes him tankier and even tougher to deal with. And he's already enough of a beast as it is by mid to late game.
Yeah. Oh, that's BM, man. Come on.
Yeah, so Lucian stopping Richard's back there, so he couldn't buy. And did he do it again?
Did he? Yeah.
He sure did.
Irvine gonna take a free blue buff, and then Bosco's not doing the greatest job keeping up wards. The map is looking kind of dark for them, especially considering that J4 has been consistently pushing Kaysen's blue side. So definitely need to work on our warding game here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Momentarily back up on turrets. Hopefully we can hold on to that. Still hanging on to the gold lead. That kind of gave us a little breathing room. Now we're back up about 2k, it looks like.
Luckily for Bosco, we do get the Earth Dragon, stopping Cho'Gath from getting a very, very, very good dragon. Look at the timer. We're just about under 2 minutes and 50 seconds for Baron respawn, so I think both teams should maybe start looking towards that, considering the point of the game that we're at.
Yeah.
And Rift is respawning in 20 seconds, so potential grab for Bosco. But looks like everyone's backing, so Irvine should have the priority there. And it might just be another Rift hero going to Irvine. Oh, Matt, lucky getting away from that 4-man right there.
Got to give the turret, though.
Yeah, we got to respect the 4-man. For sure. Looks like we're back even on turrets, and Bosco's ahead by just about 1.7k gold.
Now, you don't need to have the most gold to win the game.
Oh, it looks like Bosco's actually going to make an engage here. Kaysen starts off with a Q, starts off with the O. He's got a lot of life still, so even if a lot of the team is on him, he can regen that back, but he's got to be careful. Kennen goes in with the ult. Looks like a lot of stuff going on here, and Irvine is forced to retreat. Cho'Gath getting a little bit low, but that, Samira pulling a double lift that Worlds just goes in with too much confidence, getting himself killed, and unfortunately Bosco is forced to back off.
Yeah, so we're looking at, what is it, 2 for 1?
Yeah, that
2 for 2, 2 for 2.
That could have gone really well, but Samira just going in way, way too early.
Yeah.
But overall, nonetheless, it does give Bosco priority over the Rift Herald, and this could be a chance to kind of make a push for more turrets and get that turret advantage back up.
And it's gonna reset. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they pulled it that far.
And then, okay, we're there again. They know we're there. Yes, we have the blue ward, or sorry, pink ward down. Pink, red. I keep using them interchangeably.
Right.
But yeah. Let's see what happens here.
They're in a little bit out of place here. Forced to flash. Stun does still go off, and Amumu still going in despite having no one with him. That is pretty big though. Having a flash as a Leona serves as a really big engage.
Yeah.
In that case, that you do miss your E, so really good little find there for Bosco.
Got the Rift Herald.
It looks like Baron's about up in 15 seconds, so we should see both teams making their way towards the Baron pit. But as we look at the map, we see that Dilution is actually balling. This could be a chance for Bosco to just push and just rush that Baron.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's what I'd call in that situation. But Bosco doesn't seem to be lining up with that. On the map, looks like they're just kind of down bot lane and mid. And Lucian's already to the point where he would make it to the Baron if there was a fight. So unfortunately, that window has closed.
Looks like Jarvan's communicating with his team that we've got the dragon respawn in less than 2 minutes. So, and they're working their way towards the bottom half of the map, presumably to put up some vision and prepare for that.
Yeah.
Since they are down, what is it, 3
dragons, yeah.
3-0 on dragons.
They want to make sure that Bosco does not get this soul.
Yeah, getting Dragon Soul at around the 21st, 22nd minute mark could seal the deal for Bosco here.
Yeah. Very important, Drake. Hopefully Bosco is able to pull that out. We just got about...
Another Mountain Drake, by the way.
Yeah, so... Pretty good for Kaysen and Aiden, if we do get that.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a Mountain Soul. But looks like the enemy team is aware of this fact, and they're just kind of camping that little pit outside of the dragon, making sure that Bosco is not able to get a chance to even set up on this, clearing out wards inside of the dragon pit. Aiden is going to find the Cho'Gath inside of this, forced to flash, but J4 is also forced to ult on the support, so it's
2 ults now.
2 ults, 3 ults. Okay, 3 ults for the support. It is not the worst shade I've ever seen in my life.
Did Cho'Gath feast?
No, he still has it.
Okay, okay.
So, Bosco, if they play this right, potentially can flip this 4v5. Samir is in the mid lane attempting to kind of prevent the challenge from Lucian there, and LeBlanc's doing her best to do LeBlanc things.
Yeah.
As per usual.
Not able to do very much to Cho'Gath there, because
yeah,
Cho just being so tanky.
Yeah, at this point, I think if I were Bosco, I would do what Case was doing and literally just put down the Herald mid, whilst they're like focusing that dragon and just get potentially get a tier 2 off of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you can't take an objective, at least trade.
Yeah, for sure. He did do that, luckily, and we are going to get at least a charge off on this tier 2. So a few plays coming over for Bosco, but we do unfortunately miss out on that Dragon Soul. So it's pretty unfortunate, but there's always next time. And the next dragon is actually another Earth Dragon, a Mountain Dragon. So another chance will come.
Everybody kind of roaming around, farming up right now, getting ready to play around the next team fight or objective that presents itself.
Yep. Leona claiming around Baron. This may be a sign that Irvine is looking towards the Baron pit next for the next objective.
It's in these moments between fights where the team that oftentimes puts the better vision down or has the tactical advantage, numbers advantage, can turn the game around and win.
Yeah. I mean, wards win games, and that is not an exaggeration.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you have more information than your opponent, then that's a massive advantage.
Yeah.
So we got Irvine retreating a little bit back towards their side over there, and Cho'Gath queuing the wave for some reason.
Just trying to get a little bit of push out, I guess. LeBlanc clearing out some wards there in the Baron pit. Looks like neither team is really looking to make a push, considering Kennen is in bot lane and J4 is in his bot jungle. So it doesn't look like either team is kind of prioritizing Baron yet. J4 on a path where he may collide with Kennen looking at the bottom of the map, but it looks like he's going to find himself with the Leonian and the Malzahar, and they know where Kaysen is now. Leona for some reason thought that was a good idea.
And flashing.
Yeah, I don't know why she just didn't run the other way. But Leona forced to flash in a picked out situation once again for the second time this game. No one there to contest the Cho'Gath. This just might be a free turret for him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If he doesn't get this turret, I'd be shocked.
TP goes in for Bosco at the Raptors. Looks like he's going to try to make an engage here. Kennen gets the ultimate off. Does catch two. Jarvan forced to use his ult. Jarvan goes down. Lucian goes down. TT comes in from the Malzahar. Malzahar forced to flash in the fail. Flash coming for Bosco might cost him, but Kaysen is there to clean up. He can definitely dive this. Malzahar goes down. Looks like Leona just left, and Cho'Gath nowhere to be seen. This is an easy Baron if I've ever seen it for Bosco. This is definitely the chance. If they're ever going to make it, it has to be now.
Yeah.
Why are
gotta
you
be.
backing?
No.
Baron,
Show,
go
maybe.
Baron.
Who knows? Yeah, this needs to be... It's free. It doesn't get any freer than this.
Yeah.
Their support and their top laner being the only ones up right now. Of course, if Cho'Gath has his R, that's a concern if the Blast Cone is up or if he has Flash. But otherwise, just zone him out and take it.
Yeah, looks like LeBlanc is doing a good job at zoning Cho'Gath and Leona away from any possible steals. Want to make sure that this Baron is all but secured. Leona gets a red ward down, does not get a chance to even hit that Baron, and Bosco does secure 5 Baron buffs for their blue side. So with this, they should be able to make a very nice push in both mid and bot lane, and hopefully get enough priority that they're just able to take a free Mountain Soul.
Yeah, Mountain Soul. My play on this one is push as hard as you can, get an inhibitor or two, fall back to Drake. You got 1 minute till it spawns. That right there is almost always going to demoralize your opponent and make it really, really hard for them to do anything. So
Yeah.
let's see if they do that here.
Bosco pushing out the mid lane, but they do need someone at least to go ball and protect that. Looks like Kaysen's going to take the river side to kind of scan around the area to make sure there aren't any Irvine wards lurking around, and LeBlanc going down bot to make sure the wave gets pushed out. And looks like we now have both mid and bot prio there. J4 and Leona in the bottom jungle. Cho'Gath doing a good job at continuously split pushing top and forcing Kennen to be up there. The key factor missing from Bosco, Kennen doesn't have TP. Cho'Gath does.
Very good dodge there by Richard.
Yeah, but Bosco is definitely at a numbers disadvantage if they do decide to get into a group fight. If that cannon isn't there,
And there's a TP.
there's the TP. It looks like Irvine's looking for an engage here. Leona getting a little bit aggressive, and Kennen doing his best to try to get to the team.
Not sure about that play right there with the block, with the chains.
Oh, unfortunately, Irvine is just able to melt that Drake down, and Bosco are denied yet another Mountain Soul.
So that's 2 Mountain Drakes now for Irvine. And,
Yeah. Oh, looks like Chia's actually looking for an engage. Pops the ult, denies the Cho'Gath knockup, and Xiao Mai actually gets a kill onto the Cho'Gath. Kennen so gets onto Leona, also the Malzahar. Both of them get stunned, both of them get taken down, and Bosco making a push on the bot lane. You take the tower, we take your teammates, I guess.
yeah.
Easy trade.
Wow.
We'll
Yeah,
take
was
that.
Sure. We
This-
got, what, 30 seconds of free pushing with
This
Baron buff?
could potentially be the end of the game.
Red team's turret
Should at least be a couple of inhibitors. Get them on their heels.
I think they can just end.
You would think. Let's see what happens here, though. They got their jungler and their ADC defending.
They should just be focusing the turrets right now.
Yeah, let the siege minions do their thing.
Yeah. Looks
taking
like
some turret
Boss is
shots
gonna
here.
back off. It doesn't look like they would have finished the job here, and they do at least get, what is that, 3 towers? They do get 3 towers and 1 inhibitor for that dragon. Not to mention that in another 3 minutes, another mountain dragon is gonna come up. which could be good or bad for Bosco depending on whether or not they get it, because Cho'Gath already has 2 Mountain Drakes.
Buffing his armor tremendously.
Yeah, and if we don't get this soul, then that's a third for this Cho'Gath, and little by little, he's going to start getting out of hand, and Bosco's just not going to be able to deal with him, so there has to be a push for the end of the game soon.
Too bad we couldn't get 2 inhibitors or Nexus turrets on that one.
Yeah.
We're in the 30th minute now, and
Bosco has a sizable gold lead.
sizable gold lead. What are we at? 54k to 47. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
about
massive.
7,000.
Yeah.
Bosco up about 4 turrets, another 1 dragon, cut down from the 3 Dragon League, unfortunately. They did get Baron, they did get the second Rift Herald, so Bosco is relatively doing a good job at maintaining control of these objectives, aside from obviously the last 2 Mountain Drakes, but hopefully they are able to pull this third one about to come out.
We got 3v2 here in favor of Irvine. Even numbers now.
Malzahar just kind of splitting off bot.
4v3. If I was a betting man and I saw...
Cho'Gath gets 2 knockups. Leona gets a stun onto the cannon, and that is a free 1 kill for Irvine, unfortunately. And Bosco's not able to do anything about it.
Baron buff having worn out by now too, it looks like.
Yeah, that kind of just lets Malzahar do his own little thing in mid or bot without the team really getting punished, because it is now even numbers on the map.
Yeah, totally. Back when it was even numbers, like 2v2 or 3v2.
Ooh, LeBlanc gets knocked up. Leona stunned. Leona ult, and he's not able to get out of that.
Too much CC.
Stayed a little bit too late. Chia tried to make a little push against Malzahar, but J4 is there to keep his mid laner healthy. Nice and alive. Taking a look at the objectives, Baron is back up in about 40 seconds.
Ooh.
Mountain Drake is back up in about 1:30. This is kind of a good situation for Bosco. You either take one or the other.
Yeah.
You don't have to have control over both. Just trade one. They're both going to do really good, well for you.
I feel like Baron is probably the play if you want to try and end, and Mountain Drake if you feel like the game might go a little bit longer, getting that Dragon Soul.
Yeah.
Pretty enormous.
I think they just need to take a look at where the enemy is going and just not
go the other
contest it.
way.
Yeah, literally just rush the other objective. Baron spawning in about 10 seconds, a little bit over 40 seconds left on the Mountain Drake, so a little bit of time. Hopefully the enemy team isn't able to secure that Baron in those 40 seconds. But Bosco has to do a little bit better job at applying pressure for that to happen. Kenny gets knocked up. Leona goes back in. Unfortunately, we do have a Zhonya's going up, so Leona fails the flash, ignited, and goes down. There's another TP coming in from Malzahar. Kaysen going in on the back line. We can't see it off camera, but LeBlanc actually gets a meltdown on the Malzahar, so Malzahar goes down. It is a 2-for-1 trade right now. Cho'Gath coming out with big damage. Those Mountain Drakes doing him wonders, but I think the Bosco could clutch up here as long as they play this smart. LeBlanc needs to get a little bit peeled. Pops Zhonya's. But real unfortunate.
Showing up.
That was a rough fight to look at.
Yeah.
It looks like Bosco did have the advantage there for a second. I mean, they were able to catch up to Leona. Leona failed flash, which did ultimately lead to her death. So it was a 5v4 there, but Bosco was just a little bit too spread apart. I know Kaysen dove into the back line, did really good damage on Solution, but just wasn't able to finish the job. Solution did stay alive while they did get the kill on Kaysen, which is a huge advantage for Irvine to be able to get Kaysen down without any repercussion.
Yeah. So let's re-examine this play here, though, based off of what we were talking about. Okay. So had we gone to Mountain Drake instead, sure, they'd have Baron buff. But we'd have Soul.
Yeah.
And instead, what happened was we took a gamble, and we gave them what looks like could be a third Mountain Drake as well as Baron and 4 kills. 5 kills, sorry.
Yeah, Irvine.
And there it is.
Actually cutting the gold lead down to 1.5k yet again. So they are not going down without a fight, and they are just about backups even against Bosco minus the tower difference. So Irvine just doing a really good job. I mean, the Leona kind of getting caught out, but their response to that is so fast and so, like they're able to do a really good job at peeling away the Lucian, considering that Kaysen wasn't able to catch him, and that evidently led to the death of Bosco's carry.
Yeah.
So
looking at things right now on paper, I mean, Leona is just very tanky.
yeah,
Cho'Gath, amazing tank.
yeah,
And then J4 doesn't really have to build tanky anymore because of all that, and he can still be a little bit of a bruiser. And what do we got? I mean, our support's tanky, that's good. But I don't think, right now, I think all the advantages are on the other side of the table now for that engage.
yeah. It looks like Malzahar actually flashes in with the ultimate engage onto Samira. Samira goes down first. Kennen gets a huge ultimate though, getting a stun on a few players. Does pop the the Zanya's, unfortunately, not the Guardian Angels, but Bosco just isn't able to finish off all these HP bars, unfortunately, and Bosco goes down 5 for 1, and it looks like this just might be the end. Unfortunate series of plays that, I don't know, maybe, a hesitant, heat of the moment type of issue.
Yeah, I think we took some unnecessary gambles and tried to make big plays when we could have just taken small wins.
Yeah.
But, obviously they're a talented team, and our guys are very talented too. I could have seen that going either way.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we'll get them next time.
Yeah, just a series of miscommunications there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to think too clearly in the heat of the moment. But, we saw some great plays coming out from Bosco there. There was several times where, there were Kaysen just shocking us with his knowledge of his champion and being able
As
to,
always.
yeah, just knowing the absolute limits of his champions. A little bit of misplays there from our bot lane, but, evidently our Samira was 10-5 by the end of that, so it's not like they did a bad job.
No, not at all. Yeah.
It's just, in the late game, mistakes cost more than mistakes in the early game.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
unfortunate game, but both teams did play very, very well, and we saw that both teams are very mechanically skilled, and in both micro and macro there. So,
Definitely.
props to Irvine High School and shout out to Bosco Gold. They both did a very good job, regardless.
Yeah, you got to hand it to them. They earned that victory for sure. So we just dust it off and come back next week and do what we do, and we take the dub next week.
Yeah.
So I believe we're still looking good though. 4-2
yeah.
is not a bad place to be. So
Yeah, for sure.
we'll get them next time for sure, like I said before.
Yeah. So that has been our weekly casting of our League of Legends team. If you like it, make sure to check out the other content that we have up on the channel. Like, subscribe, and give us any feedback in the comments. Any last words?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.